I think if any of us think back on our favorite teacher that we ever had, probably what we remember about them isn't necessarily what they taught us, but how they made us feel, how they encouraged us as learners.
Being supportive is all about creating a nurturing environment. Sometimes as a teacher, I remember I could get so focused on the content I was supposed to cover that I would sometimes forget to pay attention to the fact that so-and-so was really quiet today, or these two friends seem to be having a lot of friction between them. And the idea that your job is not just to teach the content and skills. Your job is very much to be the other adult who the students can trust and go to and rely on.
We all probably have a story of a teacher who called us aside and said, hey, you're really good at mathematics, or whatever it might be. So what the research shows is that kind of thing is very important. Those connections that teachers make to students is as important as their instructional strategies or the expectations they set for kids.
There are 4 touchstones within each imperative, and 2 of them really leapt out at me from that one. One of them was we have the obligation to engage our students. That it's not enough to say you will need this on the test or you will need this later in life, but we really do have an obligation to engage students. And I love Medina's work in this area, that thinking about what captures human attention and using that, capitalizing on that to really make learning fun for students and getting them into what's so important to learn. The second one I love is that we have to interact meaningful with students every day, each student every day.
Well, that may seem obvious. We look at research on students will report they can go an entire day without ever interacting with or having a meaningful interaction with an adult. So some of the easy ways that we can interact with kids, especially at the secondary level where it can be very difficult, is greeting them as they come into the classroom. Or to think about not just asking for students to raise their hands, but actually calling on them, using the no opt-out strategy that Doug Lamont, for example, talks about in the book Teach Like a Champion.
I think, again, sometimes it's really easy to think about what I have to teach and how quickly I need to get through it, but not forgetting every single student needs some word, some gesture, some eye contact, so that they know that they're important in my classroom.